Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Stafford. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up in there now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Detroit! 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 Hot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Philip Dorsett, 34 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a handoff. Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go, here we go. Give me radar. Red, red.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, it's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Detroit! Hot!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get him.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. On first down at Stafford. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They go to Johnson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Stafford going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The return man is Grant. Oh, good move. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Leopard! Leopard!
Now a give. This is Abdullah. Finding room inside the 40. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Amir Abdullah. 51 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is Stafford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. From left side, taken in by Galladay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Sneak, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hot.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Hot.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
The handoff to Abdullah. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They give him a gain of 38. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.